Well, hello. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my, usual Wednesday night live stream. I haven't been live in a couple of weeks, but I'm back. I'm here. Last Wednesday, I went to see Jurassic World Rebirth, and to be honest, I would have probably rather have been here going live, but I made the mistake to go see Jurassic World Rebirth because I got it in my head that I don't care how bad it is. I've seen every Jurassic Park movie in the theaters, and I'm gonna see this one. Um, well, after that movie, I don't know if I'll see another Jurassic Park movie in the theaters. But welcome everybody. Hit the like button if you would be so kind. I would appreciate that. And tonight, I've got a variety of things that I want to get into. I want to I was going to do a video showing off my Amazon Prime pickups, but I'm like, what the hell? Let's just show it off on a live stream. We got some pretty cool announcements, I think, yesterday, not today, but yeah, we got some cool announcements today we can go into as well, but I won't have anything left to talk about on the physical media report. But we'll probably get into it because I'm sure it'll come up. But Lionsgate Limited announced some new stuff for August, and then Criterion announced some bombshells for the month of October. So I want to get into both of those tonight with you guys. But let me get into the chat real quick. I hope everybody can hear me okay. You know it, man. I'm squirreling over here, guys. I'm saving nuts for the winter. That's what it is. That's what Prime Day's for, you know. And look, guys, if you all like Jurassic World Rebirth, I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody's enjoyments. I put out a short review though on my channel. I might try to do that a little bit more, for like not just new movies, but like physical media releases that don't necessarily warrant like a full video review. Because shorts can be 3 minutes now, and that is a lot less stressful to have 3 minutes versus a minute to get my thoughts out. All right. Let's see, guys. I gotta do something real quick. See, I'm doing all this last minute. All right. Bam. I forgot to put something in the description. All right. Can you guys hear me okay? That's the most important thing. I did see that. I saw that like right before I got on here. That's very cool. I didn't get their haven't they done 2 by now? They did High Society. What was the other one? Didn't they announce one, but maybe it's not out yet? Um but yeah, I'll probably get that. I mean the Searchers, like they came out of the gate strong with that one. I'm sure the other ones are good too. Okay, everybody can hear me. That's great. Let me go back up to the top. We got Trekker not here. We're doing the roll call, guys. William Cinema now is here. Oh, that's your other channel, William? Let me open my energy drink, guys. I got an Alani. I drank an Alani protein shake before I got on here, and I've got an Alani energy drink. Cherry slush. It's rather tasty. We got Antonis here. We got Kevin Kruger is back. Kevin, you haven't been here in a while, I feel like. I still haven't I don't know if I've seen 5 TerraVision releases. I did just get the shoestring box that I showed it off on Sunday. I'll put that in there. Because that was a nice box set. I'll put that in there, even though I haven't watched any of the movies. Then I would have to go Rumpelstiltskin. Then I would have to go Frogman. Then I would have to go WNUF, just defaults. I didn't really enjoy that all that much, though, I'll be honest. And I feel like there was another one, Halloween or something. What was the Hollow's Gates? That one. So there we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a ton from TerraVision, but I do have a few I haven't checked out yet. All right. Disappointing. I might do a video on that. I thought about I was gonna do like my top 10 of the year. I haven't got around to doing it because it's like I do monthly rankings anyway. So I feel like I'm just gonna do like my top 2 from every month, and that's gonna be the ranking. Um, so I was gonna do like a video that was like the best and worst of 2025, and I'll highlight some worst. But I'll answer it right here and now. Tommy Boy really disappointed me. It really did. Yes, my Frailty 4K review comes tomorrow. I filmed it last night, edited edited it today, and it'll go up tomorrow. And I'll also talk about Goalies Go to College a little bit in that video too. Uh, oh, it'll be this year. It'll be this year, unless something like really bad happens. They get real delayed off of something. Uh, Lionsgate Limited. Yup. I mean, you'll have to wait and see. I feel like I'll address that sometime soon in a video. What's up, R6 cover tops? What's up, Don Morton? What's up, Patrick Williams? New 4K steelbooks. Yeah, we're gonna talk about them tonight. John Mackey 3 is here. I did not. I remember I feel like my mom watched that show when I was a kid. That was like a soap opera pretty much, wasn't it? I wasn't too into that as a kid. So I didn't get that. It might be a great show though. I don't know. Who's ready for Lionsgate Limited 4K Steelbook for It Follows? I would be if I didn't, already have the second site and it was practically the same edition. But we'll get into it because I mean, I love It Follows. So to have a steelbook of it sounds cool, I guess. Should we just stream or bootleg the movie or TV show? You do what you want. I'm not going to tell you what is ethically right. If it feels right to you, then do it. I've got some bootlegs in my collection. I took some matters into my own hands, or somebody did it for me. The Conjuring and It Follows, same month. Awesome. Two of the best of that decade. Yeah, I'm hoping it goes down. I went ahead and pre-ordered it, but I'm really hoping because that's gonna be a tough pill to swallow if it comes down to it and I have to pay $230. I'm hoping it lowers a little bit, but it is Sony and they don't do that too often. Oh my goodness, we got a super chat. Super chat. Guys, look, super chat. The comments are prioritized. Okay. That's the thing about super chats. Stephen T, $5. Thank you so much, Stephen. What if Zavi and Amazon's Nightmare on Elm Street Steelbook collection are completely different artwork, but both awesome? What do you do in that situation? Buy both? I would not. Okay. I didn't even buy the UK edition of Nightmare on Elm Street. I just got the US Steelbook and I got the US slipcover. And I'm fine. I thought about getting that UK edition because it went down to like $40 on Orbit. But I'm like, no, I don't need it. Even though like Nightmare on Elm Street is like one of my favorite horror movies of all time. And the franchise is one of my favorites. But like the Amazon Steelbook set, I'm good. I just need one. I just need one. And I don't think they're going to be drastically different. I think they'll be pretty comparable. I could be wrong, but I think they'll be comparable. Now, if somebody announces a box set with like slip covers inside and stuff, I cancel all the steelbooks and get that. Like that's what I want. Like I don't want double steelbook collections in my collection. But yeah, I pre-ordered the Amazon Nightmare on Elm Street as soon as it went up. I was good with that. I was good with that price point. 170, that's good. That's good with me because and I'm hoping that we at least get some cool artwork on all the steelbooks, hopefully the original poster, and I'll be fine. That's good for me. But thank you so much for the super chat. Let me give you a little super clip for your troubles. What are we going to do tonight? Mac and me, thanks you. Thanks you for the donation. All right, guys, let's get back into the chat. We have got, oh my God. Where are we at? We got Robert here. We got Celica 88. You were just as you watched Trojan War. What's Trojan War? Is that a show? I mean, Troy, I know, but I don't know Trojan War. What's up, Ron? LF83 sucks when you pre-order Steelbook and it comes with damage and everywhere is sold out and you can't get a replacement. That does suck. I have been there. Collector Movie Man, what's up, man? Hey, Ken, are you planning on getting Master and Commander 4K? And Ken, if you can get your hands on Kingdom of Heaven 4K, the transfer is absolutely amazing. Look, guys, god damn it. Damn it. Is it still available? I mean, I do want it. Y'all gotta quit though, because it's like I get it in my head that I don't need it and screw Disney. And I even bought a Blu-ray of it. And I was like, I'm good with this $3 Blu-ray. Screw that 4K. And everybody just keeps messaging me and they're like, the 4K is back. It's $39.99. I'm like, well, okay, that's not a terrible price. But it is sold out again. It's sold out again. And it's $94.99 used to get Kingdom of Heaven. You know what? I will probably get Master and Commander. I'm just kind of more interested to see that in 4K. I don't know what it is. I'm just more interested to watch that movie. So I'll probably pre-order that when it goes up, I guess. Yo, Kenny, what was the first pre-order Nightmare box set on Amazon at midnight? Oh my goodness. And watching Boys in the Hood 4K. You see that one? Yeah, I've seen Boys in the Hood. Great film. Yeah, man, I'm glad you jumped on that. I mean, I've been trying to update everybody. It's like everybody on the physical media report's like, Ken, it's sold out. I know, but it wasn't when I filmed it. And I posted about it multiple times. Y'all got to pay attention to my community tab. You got to. Because I'm trying to update you all the best I can. I do have a full-time job as well. And, when I go on break and stuff, I'm looking, I'm checking, I'm trying. Okay. I'm trying. Okay. I am even excited for the Master Commander 4K Steelbook. I already have the DVD copy, but who knows what Disney will charge for the Steelbook. Yeah. If it's $41.99 on Amazon, I'll grab it. But I think it wasn't Kingdom of Heaven like $55.99 forever. I don't know. Did they? I mean, if I order enough from Kino, I don't ever have to pay shipping. I usually don't ever pay shipping. That reminds me, I need to order something from the sale. I never got anything from the Kino sale. I mean, I don't really need anything, but there was a few things I wanted to get. What's up, Adrian? How you doing, buddy? It's been going good. I mean, I worked all day, came home, recorded some videos. Now I'm live with you guys. Hope your day was good too. Let's see. Anyone else regularly checking the Master Commander 4K pre-order? I mean, it's Disney and Sony. They also announced Silverado 4K Steelbook today, which I'm very excited about. It'll be a week. It'll probably be a week before the pre-order actually goes up, I would say. Gummo is damn good. Thanks for the recommendation. Oh, I'm glad you love that, man. That's awesome. Because that's such a wild recommendation. That could go either way, honestly, hit or miss. But I'm glad that it spoke to you like it spoke to me. I freaking love that movie. So many movies to watch. I bet Ken and Michelle scratch their heads a lot. We do. We were trying to watch Death of a Unicorn the other night, and it wasn't very good. But we got like halfway through it, and we got tired. So we're gonna have to finish that soon. But we've been watching a lot of foreign stuff. We watched Decision to Leave, Drive My Car, Evil Does Not Exist. We watched 2 of the Before trilogy movies, which is not a foreign film, but we've watched some of those. I'm trying to think. I feel like we watched one other one that was a foreign film. I can't think of it though. What's your favorite Superman movie? Man of Steel, without a doubt. Y'all can say what you want, but that's my favorite. But I didn't grow up a Superman fan. I was a Batman fan, and Man of Steel was the first like Superman that like really interested me. And I love the movie. I think it's a damn near. It's one of my favorite superhero movies, probably top 5. Maybe. I'll probably break down and get the Steelbook because I got the first one Steelbook. I don't know. I didn't hate Megan 2. I didn't think it was particularly great, but I didn't hate it. What's up, Jerison? William can hear me. I did like Jurassic World Rebirth. Kenny Planet CHA says Blu-ray Jason slipcover. I remember I saw him show that off. I remember that being in Walmart back in the day. I did not get that, but I remember getting a release like that. It was I feel like I still got it. Maybe I don't. I feel like I would have kept that, but let me see. I think I do. I see it. Because I remember those slipcovers. I got the Paranormal Activity one. So with this line, they did Paranormal Activity, and they also did that Friday the 13th one that he was showing off. But yeah, I didn't pick it up because I already had Friday the 13th like 8 times or something on physical media. You're gonna be a Criterion fan yet with this last string of they killed it. They killed it with these announcements. At least it was better than the recent films. I don't know. I'd still take the recent films. Not by much. I honestly don't like any of the Jurassic World films. Any of them. Any of them at all. Fallen Kingdom is maybe the most interesting. And it's probably the best just because of the opening. Like the volcano stuff was really cool. Really cool sequence. Oh, you wasn't feeling the Criterion reveals, Griff, huh? Not a History of Violence fan? I love that movie. All right, guys. I'm gonna get into my pickups here in a second. We're gonna kick things off with that, and then we'll get into the news. Let's see. We got another super chat. Abyss is Owa. £1.99, or that doesn't make any sense. £1.99. What's your favorite Silent Hill game and Silent Hill 1 remake? So I've only played 2 and 3, I'd say. No, I played Homecoming too. Damn, I got some fond memories of playing Homecoming. I remember I got appendicitis when I was like 22 and I had to get my appendix removed, and I was off work for 2 weeks, and during that time I played Silent Hill Homecoming. And I just remember it was awesome that I wasn't working. It sucked I had surgery or whatever, and I was playing video games the whole time, and one of them was Silent Hill Homecoming. So I really got fond memories with that game, but it has to be Silent Hill 2. That game next to Dead Space is probably my favorite horror video game, but Silent Hill 2 is like a close second. Like that game was really creepy. Like that's the first game that really like scared me. It was not Resident Evil. It was Silent Hill. But thank you so much for the super chat, man. Let me give you a little super clip.
She got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it.
All the way up in it. You really like Sinners? Let's see how many folks. I watched past the credits. I saw Sinners in the theaters. Yeah, really good movie. I like Sinners. Yeah, I did. I just don't play games enough anymore. I would like to. I did play that. If you guys watched a video I made a week or so ago, I started playing my PS3 the other night. I was playing Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood, and I was having a good time. It's not a new game. It's an old game, but I never played it, and it's a fun Western game. Yeah, it was. It was just like watching a Guardians of the Galaxy film. My wife and I actually have a review up for Superman on our channel if you want to know my full thoughts. No, I'm probably not going to see that. Oh, nice. I've been going back and forth on whether or not I want to get Clueless right away. I'll definitely get in a sale at some point. I'm glad you brought that up. I'll show off my. I did get the Ace Ventura 4K Steelbook in. I ordered this directly from Shout. That's why I had this early. But I also got the Steelbook with it as well. Because look, it doesn't make any sense. And I'm going to review this, but like, it may look great and I'll definitely have positive things to say. But like, Shout Factory, like not adding anything new here. I don't know what the agreement was, a licensing agreement, like what happened, but like nothing, like no features, None of the past, like, deleted scenes from the TV cut, like, nothing. Like, it's very odd. So I imagine I'm gonna be kinda negative on this when I review it, but I love the movie, and I had to own 2 copies. I don't know. I don't know. I had to get the steelbook, and I don't care what y'all say. I don't mind this steelbook. I think it's fine. And then the slipcover, of course, the classic poster. So I had to get both. This is probably it's at least top 10 comedies for me. I love Ace Ventura. What's up, Magic Hands? Let's see. Shot on video movies, not particularly. I know that's a lot of TerraVision too. What's up, Dino? How you doing, buddy? I appreciate you being here. No, not really. I gotta stick to one thing. I mean, I buy books, which I'm gonna show off some books I got from Prime Day as well. But I wouldn't say I collect books. You know, I can't collect a bunch of stuff, guys. I don't have the funds for that. I have to just remain focused. We do have 190 people in here. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button for me. I'm going to be showing off my Amazon Prime pickups, and I may be doing some digital code giveaways as well. Is not that great. It is that it has nothing to do with Steven Spielberg or Michael Crichton at all. Universal just milked the money that came with the name. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, that would be cool if I don't even care who does it at this point, Blumhouse, whatever, but I need something. Rebirth blows the original. What? Hey, I don't agree. I was gonna say I respect it, but I don't even know if I respect it. Haunted Pillowcase, I'm sorry. Where's the Scream 4 release? Who has that? Lionsgate, apparently. So maybe it's gonna be a Lionsgate limited steelbook or something. Sweets. I would take Salvation. Awesome. There's nothing wrong with a Blu-ray. Sure, there is not. You're right. Yep, they were. I was not interested in Master and Commander as a youngster, but I watched it a while back and I thought it was great. Yeah, I only watched like a little bit of that movie when I was like 20 something and I wasn't into it, but I feel like there's something there that I would enjoy now. Thank you, Hammer Horror Films. Any word on the new MVD? No, they haven't done one in a while, have they? I think what has it been since Ghoulies 2? Yeah, it's been a bit. They did a good job on the 4 that they did though. Swamp Thing looked great. Both the Ghoulies looked great. Cutting Class looked really good. It is a great 4K. Yeah, I reviewed that. I love the Lethal Weapon 4K. I would guess next week. It would go up next week. Yeah, it is gonna be open. They open in August, don't they? Yeah, well, my wife and I will probably be going to it and making a video. Doing their best to kill physical media with their limited releasing and high pricing. Yeah, I mean, I don't love it either, man. I don't love it either. It's like on one hand, I guess at least they're doing it, right? But on the other, it's like, well, goddamn, you know? It's like steelbook only. It's just I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Steelbook are evil. You want Blu-ray together for it? Got about I'm not sure what you're saying, Scorpion fam. I'm ready for fall. Yeah, me too. Halloween time. Do you think Scarface is a masterpiece? Yes. I like both the films. But yeah, the Palma one's pretty close to a masterpiece. As close as you can get. Yeah, it's silly, but I had a good time. Steelbook 4K being sold out at Comic-Con this year by Shop Factory. Should I pick it up? I mean, which one? They did 2. I don't know. Pick it up if you want to, man. Oh, sweet. No, I didn't get that, Brent. I didn't get that. I kind of wanted to get it, but it was also like 50, $60 and it's a steel book. Like if it was a hard box release, I would have got it, but it's like paying that much for a steel book. I just can't do it. But I probably should have because it's Stallone. Favorite Italian horror film, probably Deep Red. It's my favorite Argento film. Or no, probably Zombie. Fulci Zombie. That's my favorite. I did a ranking on Frank's Media and Reviews stream like a couple months ago, and I think my favorite was Zombie. I think it was. What's up, Jeff? Oh, thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got them. I pre-ordered it already. Sweets. Yeah, I got a lot of Vinegar Syndrome stuff coming my way whenever they decide to send it. Criterion is killing it. Can't hear you. What? Don't say that, Ron. All right. It doesn't seem like anybody else is saying that, so maybe it's just you. Y'all freak me out when you say stuff like that. Can we talk about the crappy quality of Shout slipcovers lately? Thin paper, poor quality printing, especially compared to others companies' slipcovers. I haven't ordered a lot from them this year. I really haven't. I just they just haven't. It's not that I think they've been doing like a terrible job this year. It just I haven't been interested in anything they've done. Hardly at all. But of course, Ace Ventura. I don't. This one's okay. I mean, their slipcovers have always been pretty thin. You know, just they're like studio slipcovers, pretty much. You know, nothing special about them. But I mean, Shout and Scream is it just is what it is. You know, I like getting the slipcovers for them, but yeah. Yeah, they're pretty basic. I'll stand by what I say about Kino. Kino, like they're thin slipcovers too, but there is like I think a higher quality to them than Studios and Shout. Yeah, Dead Space is one of the best video games. Period. Sony wants to buy WB. Probably bad for physical media. Yeah, you and a bunch of people did, man. You and a bunch of people. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. You know, because Disney sucks. I don't like giving them money if I don't have to. You know. A lot of upgrades, Tom. Though I do love Wes Anderson box set. Yeah, it's a cool release coming. How many movies do I watch a week? I try to watch like 7 or 8. Sometimes I'll get up to like 10, but also you got to think I got this channel. I got to film videos for, edits. I work a full-time job. I got a wife, kids, so I try to watch what I can. But usually it is about 7, 6, 7, somewhere around there. Sometimes I can get above that. Just depends on how much my wife and I watch over the weekend together. That's a good amount. Sweet. All right. Ken, the Wild West series, 1960s, one of the best action adventure series ever on TV. Nice. Yeah, somebody should put that out. Oh, it was. Well, I liked Cronenberg's one of his recent films, Crimes of the Future. Not a lot of people like that, so I don't know. Maybe I'll enjoy it. I got the second sight of it. I'll have thoughts here shortly. No, I've completely fallen off of that, Glenn. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be honest. We got 200 people watching. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I'm gonna continue that or not. For one, I've spent way over my budget recently, and I knew I would fall off the tracks once the year got going and just everything starts piling up and um but I still wanted to do like a halfway point audits, and I know we're beyond that, so maybe I'll do like a 7 months in audit or something at the end of July. I might try to do that. And then I won't do another one till the end of the year. I didn't know they raised shipping costs. I didn't know they raised it. Yeah, I don't usually order from Scream or Shout unless I can get free shipping. I don't do it. So if I want like a couple of their things they got coming out, pre-orders, I'll order them all together and I'll get free shipping. Otherwise I'll just wait till it goes up on Amazon to get. Shoe shine. I haven't, but I got it. I mean, I've been saying that forever, man, and it's like, give people variety too. Do the 4K steelbook, do the 4K slipcover. You know, the thing about the 4K steelbook only is it's limited and then it sells out and then people can't get it. I don't understand the strategy. Are you trying to make as little amount of money as possible? It's like I said, like on one hand, it's great what they're doing, like actually finally upgrading some of these movies that we've been wanting for a while. But on the other hand, it's like, you know, you can't do something good without doing like 10 negative things along with it that just piss people off. I don't know. I'm sick of it. But if they do Armageddon and Con Air 4K Steelbooks, I'll definitely get those day one and I'll pay $80 for them. I don't even care. Well, thank you, Griff. But I'm a hypocrite. Remember, guys. Remember that. See, I missed out on the center steelbook. I wanted it and I missed it. Damn it. I got a cherry Alani. Ron saying I got no audio. You're just messing with me, Ron. Come on, Ron. Four shot titles, they're all cheap and flimsy compared to the studio slips. Center of the Woman. Damn. Yeah, I didn't get that one. No, I didn't. Maybe I gotta look at that. Yeah, August is gonna be a killer. Where's your hubby? Frank's ex-wife? Well, he wouldn't be your hubby, would he? He'd be your ex-hubby. So you don't even know your own lore that you created for yourself. Blake Vaughn, have you ever heard of the news on 28 Days Later coming to 4K in the US? Yeah, it's coming. There's a pre-order up. I think I already linked it. They haven't got the artwork announced, but there's a 4K steelbook and there's also a 4K standard too. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to get into it. Ryan's here. I haven't watched Naked Lunch. I didn't get the Arrow release, and I didn't get the Criterion. Everybody keeps going on and on about my sounds. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Ryan can't hear me. And then Shad says sound's been fine the entire time. I need everybody, okay, real quick. I've caught up in the chat. Let me know how my sound is right now and how it's been. Okay. Everybody, even the lurkers, let me know. Everybody comment right now. Right now. Do it. You picked up the 4K. Oh my goodness. Picked up the 4Ks for Kindergarten Cop, North by Northwest, Wolfman, Trap, Invasion. Damn, it's a lot of good stuff. All right. Sound is fine. Nothing's wrong with the sound. Sound fine to me. Sound is good. Sound is fine. Sound is perfect. Sound is good to me. Sound is great. No problems. Good. Sound is good. Sound perfect. I hear fine. Sound is good. Sound good. I can hear you just fine. Sound has been on the whole live. I can hear you. Sounds good. Yes, I can hear you. Your sound's cool, pal. Great. Okay. DJ's depression just said sound went out. God damn it. You guys are messing with me. Mark. What's up, Mark? Tell me how my sound is right now. Be honest. What's up, by the way? I'm going to go back and listen to myself. Mark says my sound's good. Thank you. Keegan says my sound's good. Yeah, people are messing with me out there. Quit doing that. I mean, it might be no, it's not up yet. They announced, see, with Disney and Sony, they announce this stuff and then they don't put the pre-orders up for like a week. It's not the same as like when Warner Brothers pre-order will go up before they even announce it. Same with Paramount, but like with the other ones, see, Quinn says no sound. No sound. Patrick says he can't see me. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I'm gonna be back. All right, I just listened to myself and my sound is good. From what I heard, I went back and listened to several portions of the stream. So I think I'm okay. Quit messing with me, okay? All right. So you know what I think of the people out there that keep messing with me?
It stinks! Some place stinks!
You guys stink. You guys stink. Tom Cruise is here. No sound, bro. I mean, I've got like, you know, there's a lot of trolls out there. So I buy it. There'd be an army of people in here tell me I have no sound just to mess with me. Okay. Let me do my prime pickups. So I got 5 4Ks and I got 3 books from the Prime Day sales. So the first thing that I got, and I don't know if this was a Prime Day sale thing or if this was like an extra thing that just kind of coincided with the Prime sale, but I did get these. I got Nosferatu. This is the buy 2 get 1 free, and I posted about this in my community tab as well. I got Nosferatu, I got We Were Soldiers, and I got War Games, all on 4K. And I think that these are all a pretty good price anyway because they had some Prime deals as well. And then they were about to get one off or get one free. So I think I got all 3 of these for like 35 or 36 bucks, which I'll take that. And yeah, I didn't pick up We Were Soldiers when it came out. I think it was like 26 bucks when it came out. Nosferatu. And I got these both with the slip still, guys, because I waited. Nosferatu was 30 bucks when it came out, and War Games was probably 33 when it came out. So this is like $90 worth of 4Ks if I bought them day one, and I got them for 35 bucks in the sale. So I'm cool with that. But yeah, I'm excited to watch War Games on 4K. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. But I'm gonna do some digital code giveaways, guys. I'm gonna give away Nosferatu on 4K if anybody wants it. And I didn't I thought the movie was okay. Definitely visually looked fantastic. Robert Eggers, like, he does such a great job of just like capturing the period piece settings. So like it looked fantastic. I'm sure it'll look great on 4K because I watched it on Peacock. But I don't know. I may need to rewatch it. I just didn't love it the first time I watched it. I don't know what it was. It was just something I wasn't jiving with. But nice release, guys. And maybe they'll do like some kind of a second sight release of this at some point. I don't know. But I have to have all Robert Eggers films in the collection because he's one of my favorite new filmmakers. I love The Witch and The Lighthouse. So there you have it, guys. There's the digital code for Nosferatu. If anybody wants it, you can take it. War Games will not have a digital code, but We Were Soldiers will. And I'm happy to see that Paramount's got the Blu-ray in here of We Were Soldiers. That's definitely a plus. Because I don't have We Were Soldiers on anything. I think the last time I owned this was DVD. And I like this movie. It was never my go-to when it comes to Mel Gibson war films. I love The Patriot. That was probably the one I watched the most. And then, of course, Braveheart. But if you want We Were Soldiers on 4K, there's the code. Bam. Look at that. Look at that. And yeah, both these slips are in pretty decent condition. So yeah, those are the first 3 pickups I got. Then I got Gladiator 2 on 4K. This was $16.99 to pick this up on 4K. So I didn't see this one in the theaters. I feel like it's maybe on like Peacock or Paramount Plus or something now. But I did want to own it physically. But I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard some people say it's pretty good. I've heard others say it's, not so great and just kind of a pointless sequel, which I was kind of in that camp when it got announced. I was like, why are we doing a Gladiator 2? The first one's such a masterpiece. But this has a lot of additional materials in it, over an hour of bonus content. So, but yeah, I'm kind of excited to watch this one. Check it out. I love the original. Oh, this thing's got 3 discs. You got a 4K, you got a Blu-ray, and then you got a Blu-ray with the special features. So that's pretty cool. And then you also got a digital code, which I'm giving away right now. You guys see that? Can you see it? Can you dig it? All right. Then, and that was $16.99. I feel like if I would have waited a little bit more, I could have probably got it for cheaper, but I wanted to make sure I got it, with the slipcover, because I got the first one with the slipcover. Then I went ahead and got the Wolfman, because this one went down to, I want to say it was $13.99. I want to say it was $13.99. Then I had a couple of dollars at Amazon points, so I ended up getting this for like $12 or something. And I thought that was worth it to get the 4K of Wolfman for $12. I saw this in the theaters, and I did not hate it. I definitely didn't love it. Anticipation was high because I think Lee Winnell has got 2 really kind of great horror sci-fi type movies. This is definitely more horror creature feature, but I love Upgrade and I love The Invisible Man. So I had high hopes for this, and I get what he was doing. But it was also just kind of boring, and I didn't love the characters all that much either. But there were some cool things in it that he did, I think. So I want to give this one a rewatch. It's also got like 30 minutes of bonus materials in it as well. So I'll definitely check this out on 4K at some point. I think part of my problem with it was like I just thought the theater was such low quality, like to watch this on, and it's such a dark movie. I felt like there was a lot of scenes that I just couldn't see very well, and I feel like in 4K, like it'll look a lot better. So yeah, I'll definitely rewatch this at some point. Not gonna give away the digital code because I promised this code to somebody else. So I apologize, but I did give you guys 3 digital codes. All right. So next, I did not get any more movies in Prime Day, but I got more movies to show off. They're just not Prime Day sales. I went ahead and got, I think, the first 3 James Bond books. I got Casino Royale. I'm a Bond fan now, guys. I got Live and Let Die, and I got Moonraker. So these are pretty cool covers, and they got all 14. I think it's 14 original Bond books, all written by Ian Fleming, and they all have these style of covers. So I do want to get all of them at some point. And yeah, this was I think all these together were like 25 because this was a buy 2 get 1 free as well, and the books were like 12 or 13 bucks a piece, and then the third one was free essentially. So I thought that was a good deal to get all 3 of these. I should have went ahead and got like 3 more because there were more that was included, but I didn't. So yeah, happy to have these. I'll definitely crack into them at some point and read them. The interesting thing is that the movies, they did not adapt the books in the same order, because the first movie is Dr. No. That's like the 7th book. But I wanted to pick up the books in order of when they were actually released. All right, so that's my Prime Day pickups. I got a couple other things that I got. I bought Hell of a Summer. Haven't even taken it out of the plastic yet. This was like $14.99 or something like that, so it wasn't a bad price. It's got bonus features too. It's got a commentary, and I think it's just, kind of a stupid, dumb summer slasher, and I've heard it with some people like it, some people don't. I'll check it out, and I'll form my own opinion. Then I got In a Violent Nature, this beautiful 4K steelbook. I did not pick up the Blu-ray last year. I held strong. I was like, no, I want this movie on 4K. I love this movie. I thought it was great. I know some people thought it was boring. I thought it was fantastic. I just loved it. It kind of, in parts, kind of felt like a video game, but it was just incredibly atmospheric and very unique as well. I like the story. I like the characters. Um, I love the ending. The ending blew me away, and I love the way it starts too. Like, it just drops you into this world with this established slasher monster coming out of the grave. I don't know. It was just really cool. But yeah, I was a pretty big fan of it in a violent nature, so happy to get the steelbook. The weird thing about this is they put the sticker on the actual steelbook, not the plastic. But really nice steelbook though. I'm happy to have it. Happy to finally have it on 4K. It does have the 4K and it does have the Blu-ray on the inside as well. Let's see if I can get the sticker off. I feel like it might be a problem. We're doing live sticker removal here. Oh my goodness, it's leaving some residue. Oh no. See that? There's a little stickiness still left. What the hell? I think I can get that off. Yeah, I can't believe they did that. Like, usually it's common practice to put that sticker on the plastic, and they put it on the steelbook. That's a no-no, RLJE. What are you thinking? That's who did this, right? Or was this just Shutter? I don't know if they work with RLJE anymore. I think it might just be Shutter. All right, but that's my pickups, guys. Let's jump back into the chat. People are chattering in the chat. Still got 204 people in here. Hit the like button if you haven't. Yeah, I need to get me some goo gone for real. I think I have some somewhere. Yeah, I don't like the way this stuff smells. Rub some dirt on it. Maybe I will do that. All right, let's go back up. Where are we at? I really need to hold my place in this daggone chat. All right. I'm going to assume we started here. No more ding and dents on our steel books. Is that their policy change? That's a good one. Nosferatu is tremendous. I like Nosferatu better when it was called Dracula. Picked up Alien, Scream, Scream 2, and Glory on 4K. Those are some good damn pickups right there. Orlok's mustache, yeah. Yeah. The Herzog version is much better. Oh, really? Is it really on Netflix right now? When are they gonna have more John Hughes films on 4K? The Breakfast Club I know we need Breakfast Club. For real, yeah, we need that. What's another big John Hughes movie we need? We got Ferris, we got Planes, Trains, we got Weird Science. Curly Sue. We need Curly Sue. Yeah, it was a nice steelbook. But I like my $13 4K. That's nice too. Oh, did you get the code? Gladiator 2 is one of those that was not meant to be made. Yeah. Though I did like the cinematography of the Nosferatu remake. Yeah, it was great. Um, Ultimate version of The Witch. I mean, I got the best version of The Witch that there probably ever will be from Second Sight. That's a great addition. I love it. Um, yeah, yeah, I imagine so. No, not as far as I know. Not as far as I know. I agree. Yeah, I'd say just keep them as low as possible. I've seen some reviews go out and actually say it was pretty fun. I've heard people out there saying it's pretty fun. So, like, go in with your expectations, like, on the grounds, like, maybe undergrounds, and you may have a good time with it. So, but I'll wait for streaming or something. I don't need to go see that in the theaters. I'm not even a massive fan of the originals. I mean, I like them okay. I love the 4Ks because they look great, but, like, the movies themselves, like, aren't it's not as good as Scream. It never has been. Um, no, not really weird. Like, I've talked about this before, I'm okay with it. Um, I like having options. I just like having the option. I like having it. It's almost like having my own video store. Are you gonna watch everything that was in the video store? No, but you got the option to. I can go back there and I can pick something off the shelf that I bought like 5 years ago. And I'm like, "Holy crap, this looks amazing. I didn't even remember I had it." And I'll go watch it. That's a great feeling. It is. To finally watch that movie you've had for forever, and then it turns out you love it. That's a cool feeling. Yeah, well, I wonder if they'll do the second one. They did a nice steelbook for the first one. No slipcover because it's Sony, but um, nice steelbook. Oh, you like the Wolfman? Yeah, it wasn't terrible. Yeah, I mean the Blu-ray collection was on sale on Prime Days for like 13 bucks or something. What's up, Jake? Just added another shelf in my movie room. Do you have any room left to add another shelf when the time comes? The time's already here. I worked over the weekend, tried to get everything on the shelf. I actually boxed up some stuff that was on the shelf, just some stuff that I didn't feel like was shelf worthy anymore. Um, and I made some more room, but that's it. Like I'm jam packed right now on the shelf. I'm starting to have stuff in the center area, which I don't love having that. But I'll show you where I got this wall over here. I might have to take the Halloween poster down. But I got enough room for I think at least one shelf, maybe a smaller shelf over there. Um, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. There's a lot of different things that I am thinking about doing. I got a closet over here. I'm like, well, if I clear out this closet, like everything, all this like stuff. I got tons of like old boxed up junk and things that I don't need anymore. If I just went through that, got rid of some of that stuff and found somewhere else to put it, like I could turn that closet into like maybe another like physical media place to store my physical media. I could put all these shelves in there and then maybe build some kind of new shelving system out here for the more premium stuff like Aero Video and Second Sight, and maybe I could put more posters up in here, maybe turn this into more legitimate looking studio and not just looking like a guy just hoarding a bunch of films in his basement. I don't know. I've had ideas, but it'll take me a while to get any of that stuff done. I have Wolfman in the original. I mean, the original is great too. I still need to watch the Wolfman that Scream Factory put out. I don't think I've done that yet. Um, It does look good on 4K. I imagined it would. Like, it just I felt that when I saw it in the theaters. Sony got us by the balls with the Steelbooks, man. Silverado Master Commander, no-brainers. I'm definitely getting Silverado. Like I said, I support Westerns all day long. I'll definitely get that. 4K release. Oh, that would be awesome. I would love that. Who did Friday? Was that Sony? I wouldn't mind getting a Friday 4K Steelbook. Oh my goodness. How you gonna get fired on your day off? When are they gonna come out with a complete Friday the 13th collection in 4K? Oh, I mean, Paramount might do it, but it'll only be the first dates. I could see them doing it like a Paramount Scares type box set, maybe. Like maybe that would be the smartest thing they could do if the volume 3 of Paramount Scares was Friday the 13th 3 through 8. This would piss people off though. 3 through 8 in 4K. Like 6 movies, 6 Friday movies in it, all on 4K. It'd be the Friday box. Yeah, I wouldn't have 2 and 1 in it, but it would have the other 6. I don't know. I feel like that's something they might do. I know it would annoy people because it wouldn't have the first and second one in it, but they're not gonna have the other ones in it because Arrow has those. So I don't know. Well, there's 14 of the originals written by Ian Fleming, I believe, and then I know there's a bunch of spinoffs and stuff, but I'm not interested in collecting the spinoffs. I got a feeling that we aren't getting Friday the 13th Part 3 on 4K this year. Maybe. I mean, if we do, it'll probably be in the box set. But that if they put that out on 4K, it's gonna be a mess. So just expect it to be a mess because it's 3D. So like what happened the last time they put a 3D movie out on 4K? It was a complete disaster. Jaws 3D. Which I think that 4K has got really good parts. I think people were a little bit unfair to that 4K. Like there's parts of that look beautiful and significantly better than the Blu-ray, but like it's still kind of a AI disaster a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. I need Roger Moore Steelbook collection soon in 4K. Got the Sean Connery Steelbook Yeah, it'd be nice. I'll try. I mean, not a major. I got too many other interests, but I do like Bond. So yeah, I mean, most people. I heard a lot of people say that. I loved it though. Just got a Half Price Books movie hunting video out today. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. Nice. I'll check it out, Jake. I love Half Price Books. I went to Half Price Books over the weekend too, so I got a hunting video for that coming out sometime as well. Sticker on steel, that's a high crime. Well, I mean, they've already created 4Ks for most of the great horror films. We still got The Omen, still got The Fly needs 4Ks, but most of the great horror films have 4Ks. Which one doesn't? You know. Well, Freddy definitely not, but Jason, yes. Jason, yes. Freddy, no. They've been talking about it forever, but Freddy doesn't get shit. Like Freddy gets a new slipcover on the DVD collection at Walmart, and that's the most it gets. Like I haven't seen anything new for Elm Street since the first one last year, but before that, nothing. Nothing. I mean, subscriber week, you're not going to get that till the end of the month or early August for subscriber week. I mean, that's pretty normal though. Yeah, it'd be cool if we got both of those. Walking Dead, I think, should get a 4K at some point. Oh, really? I didn't notice that with 88 Films. Screen Factory's raising prices. I mean, a lot of their Shout stuff is on Amazon right now for pretty cheap. I rarely get anything from the Screen Factory website unless it's a sale or I just really want it, can't wait on it. I just wait till it shows up on Amazon. Hughes wrote Beethoven. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, 16 Candles. I mean, Arrow did the Blu-ray of that. I could see Kino doing The Great Outdoors 100%. We need a 4K steelbook of Night of the Demons. Scream Factory re-releases everything else all the time. Deep Throw. Maybe their other line. They'll do Deep Throw. I'll definitely get Mouse Hunt at some point. It'll be in a sale though. It'll be in a sale. I do like that movie though quite a bit. I remember watching that all the time as a kid. Yeah, Mouse Hunt's awesome. Where are the Phantasm movies? When are the Phantasm movies coming to 4K? Um, I mean, the first one has a 4K in Germany, I think. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Doesn't Welgo have that still? Like, you'll probably see a 4K box set from Welgo. I don't know why they have it. I mean, they need to give it to somebody else. Give it to Arrow or somebody like to put out a 4K box set. Even if it's UK, that would still be a cool release for Phantasm. Let's see. All right, guys, we got to get to where we're talking about the Lionsgate and Criterion stuff. I almost forgot about it. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm in my basement, but I only have this room for my movies. I don't have movies out in my TV area. But that could change, obviously. Let's see. Looks great down there, surrounded by movies. Ken, don't change a thing, says Tom. Well, change is good sometimes. Sometimes I feel a little bit claustrophobic in here sometimes. I look around, I'm like, these movies, they haunt me sometimes. You know. Yeah, well, I mean, a classic is subjective, right? So you'd have to, I mean, what do you mean by that? You know. If I find a cheap one, I'll grab it, at a Goodwill or a thrifting spot, but I don't actively collect VHS. I don't get on eBay or anything like that. So it's just if I find it and it has to be cheap. Like I'll buy it for 50 cents or a dollar, but I don't like paying much more than that. Yeah, Night Flyer definitely needs an upgrade. Marius, you're just angry all the time. You need to take it down a sec. Take it down. Take it down a notch. All right. It'll be okay. I don't know why it took so long. Your guess is as good as mine. I would have thought they put it out when The Devil Made Me Do It came out on 4K. Like they would have put that out to coincide with that release. But I guess they want to coincide with their new Conjuring movie. That's gonna suck as well, I'm sure. What's up, Mel? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Your Mac and me shipped? What? What? You're getting your Mac and me before me? That's BS. No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad you're getting it. Well, I mean, Chopping Malls is great. I love Chopping Mall. It's not exactly a classic. Um, maybe a cult classic. I'm talking about like big horror films. Phantasm has a 4K. It's in Germany though. Intruder, Insidious has a 4K. Yeah, I mean there is a lot of stuff you could put out on 4K, but I was talking about like the big ones, like the monster, movies, like your Shinings, Exorcist things. Raising shipping to $75 purchase, the base shipping to $7. Damn, greedy bastards. I would love to see Universal put the Land Before Time. That would be awesome. I mean, I love me some Land Before Time. Walk the Line. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I could see them putting that out, a UK release. I mean, I think they need a release like that, you know? They haven't like I just remember back in 2023, you got the Psycho box set, you got the Hellraiser box set, you got the Chucky box set. It was like 1, 2, 3, and they were just punching. And they're doing good this year. They've got some good stuff coming, but it's just it doesn't feel as exciting as that. I think a Phantasm box set would be cool to put the cap on 2025. And I really want them to do another Western spaghetti Western box set. Where is that? I got some things in my head. Like I said, my what I was talking about earlier, like shifting, making the closet space like more for DVDs, VHS, regular Blu-rays, possibly regular 4Ks, you know, maybe like some other stuff, MVD rewinds, Vestron, some other titles. Just leave my super nice premium stuff out here like box sets and steel books and things like that. Yeah, I love Knocked Up. I wouldn't mind that coming to 4K too. They do other stuff, but yeah, primarily they seem to have a foothold in that Asian market. Well, I mean, Mel, you know what we really need, right? The Earnest 4K collection from Arrow Video. Like that, I'd be done if that came out. That'd be the last physical media release I ever needed to get. Then we went done. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk about it a little bit in my video tomorrow, but I think it's a little unfair to say they've completely become the bad guy, but they are a little bit more heelish than they used to be. They did used to be, for the man, for the people. Um, but now they've kind of corporatized a little bit. But they thought they did what was they thought was best. I don't know. Um, I mean, they still do incredible work though. Like they're bringing in artists to do new artwork, new features. Some of the releases, steelbooks are just some of the best. Like we all knew when we were getting those steelbooks for 20 bucks that we were just like making out like a bandit. Like we all knew that. We all knew those steelbooks were worth way more than 20 bucks. Like compared to all the other steelbooks that were coming out, like Disney was charging $35 for a new Marvel film for a steelbook that sucked ass. Warner Brothers was putting out steelbooks for 30 bucks, 33 bucks. They sucked ass. I remember the Shawshank Redemption steelbook. Oh my god, that was one of the worst steelbooks. And then you had Lionsgate coming in with these incredible steelbooks with slip covers for freaking Apocalypse Now, American Psycho, 20 bucks. You knew you were getting away with murder. Like you knew that. Um, so it's like I get it, but also at the same time, it's like they're still doing great work and their work is kind of worth the price in most cases. It's just not what you're used to paying. Yeah, I mean, you got modern classics. Again, classics are subjective. There are people out there that would say anything after 1960 is not a classic. It has to be before 1960 or 1970 or 1980 or whatever. Now we're in 2025, so it's like, is a movie in the 90s a classic? Yeah, it can be. It just depends. It's all subjective, I think. The Conjuring's great. The Conjuring 2 is great. These are all-time classic horror films. I think they're gonna stand the test of time. They're great. But, everything that came after that sucks. It's varying degrees of suckage. The only one that sucked the least was Annabelle Creation. Yeah, I feel like, it'd be perfect if Second Sight was working on that. That'd be a good one for them. Hopefully, it's happening. What's up, Chase? How you doing, buddy? Well, that's fair. If you want to draw the line there when film transitioned to film, but you could say Oppenheimer is a classic, right? That was shot on film. You know, there's movies today shot on film. Strange Darling was shot on film. You know, is that a classic? So if you're gonna draw the line there, then you gotta, again, you got to be specific, and then it's always subjective anyway. Um, yeah, wasn't Scream Factory supposed to do that? I think if I remember correctly, which is kind of weird that Vestron wouldn't just go ahead and do that themselves. Let's see. Yeah, Mel knows what's up. Yeah, who was supposed to buy Lionsgate? I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. They've had so many flops, like $100 million loss flops. Like, so that wouldn't surprise me like one bit if they got sold. But hopefully they would let the home video division continue to do their thing with Lionsgate Limited and stuff. Hopefully it wouldn't affect things too much there. But like as a movie studio, they're one of the worst at this point. Like even their ballerina movie, like John Wick is pretty much all they got, and they couldn't get anything going there with that. That movie didn't even do too good. And then Saul is just a complete mess. So yeah, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. All right, let's any movie made before I was born is of classic age. My birth is the limits. Yeah, see, there you go. There's Frankie. Your ex-wife was in here earlier, Frank. She was asking about you. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, I think I heard that. Yeah, Shout or Scream Factory was doing that. That would be a good release for them, though. I would probably get that too, especially if they put some new features on it. See, I thought I heard Paramount was up for sale not too long ago too. I've been talking about Contact coming to 4K for years. I've been calling for it, talking about it in videos. So yeah, that's definitely one I would love to see come to 4K. Guys, we got 214 people watching, and I don't know if this is correct or not. Um, but I've only got 115 likes. 215 people watching, only 115 likes. Can you guys hit the like button for me, please? Damn it. Yeah, we definitely need Armageddon. 4K Steelbook from Sony for $85 or Disney, sorry. All right, let's get on the Lionsgate Limited website. What do you guys want to do first? You want to do Lionsgate or do you want to do Criterion? First one that answers in the chat, that's the one I'll go to first. Hoyt tension. All right. I got them both pulled up. Chase said it best. Yeah, we're struggling out here, guys. Okay? We're struggling, living off ramen noodles. All right, over here. YouTube is a tough place, okay? It's a tough place to stay motivated, to stay to keep your eye on the prize, you know. It's tough, okay? It's tough for me every single day. Every single day I think about what if I don't do a video today? You know, what if I don't do a video for like 3 months or something? And then I just make a triumphant return. How would people react? But I don't do it because I know what YouTube would do. They would they would kill my channel. It'd be dead in the water. I would come back and my first video back would get like 50 views or something. Because that's what YouTube does. You either feed that dirty algorithm, or you die. That's YouTube. Kill the like button for Ratman. You're right, Mel. Do it for Ratma. Please. Our Lord and Savior, Ratma. All hail to the Lord of the Mid-Level Media Channel. And you would have to have been subscribed for a very long time to understand that. Okay. I think I debuted Ratman like 3.5 years ago. It's been a while. It's been a while. All right. Who said Criterion? Somebody said Criterion. All right. Criterion was first. All right, we're going to Criterion. Let's go to Criterion Land. Check out their new releases for the month of October. Some good stuff, guys. Some really good stuff coming from the Criterion collection. You got Deep Crimson. I don't know too much about this movie. We'll just knock it out because I don't know anything about it. This is coming out on October the 28th. Subversive Mexican director Arturo Ripstein's Cinema of Outsiders. This deliriously perverse portrait of obsessive love dares audiences to see the humanity in the most sordid of anti-heroes. I mean, it sounds kind of interesting. There's new interviews. I mean, this is a 4K. I think every release this month is a 4K except for The Shrouds, but that's not like an official Criterion release. New interviews. This is a movie from when this movie come out. I don't even know. 1996. So it's not like a really old film. I don't know. It looks cool. I'm just going to jump to the big one, History of Violence. And I think I talked about that on the Physical Media Report earlier this year. I don't remember which one it was, but I feel like it was pretty recent. And we speculated that Criterion was going to be the one to do this. So it's not a huge surprise that we're getting History of Violence, but it is cool. I don't know about the artwork. I don't love it, but also I don't hate it. It's okay. But I do think History of Violence is a great film. I rewatched it a few years ago, probably like, I don't know, 2021 or 2022 maybe. It still holds up pretty good for me. I remember enjoying it quite a bit. I saw it in the theaters back in the day. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one for sure. It comes out October the 21st. So I'll probably wait till November to get it for $25, but it is pretty exciting that we're getting it. And this is a new 4K digital restoration supervised by director of photography Peter Szczycki and approved by director David Cronenberg with 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack and one 4K UHD disc of the film presented in Dolby Vision HDR. So you got your Dolby Vision HDR and one Blu-ray with the film and special features. New interview with screenwriter Josh Olson, conducted by writer-producer Tom Bernardo. Excerpts of Cronenberg and actor Viggo Mortensen in conversation at 2014 Toronto International Film Festival. And Acts of Violence, a documentary on the making of the film featuring behind-the-scenes footage. So, I mean, it looks like the only thing that's new is the interview with the screenwriter. But they're also promoting a documentary. I just don't know if the documentary is new or not. But I can maybe look that up. acts of violence. And that pulls up a Bruce Willis film. History of violence. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. 3 featurettes, deleted scenes. So, I mean, I'm still gonna get this regardless. I just wanna see this movie in 4K. I actually don't own it on Blu-ray, and I don't think I have it on DVD either. I used to back in the day, but I don't anymore. So, yeah, this is a cool release from Criterion. We also got Nightmare Alley, Guillermo del Toro's Nightmare Alley from 2021. I never saw this. I never bought the release that Disney put out either. So I will probably go ahead and grab this one. And I heard some good things about it. It is $47.96. It's a little bit more than the regular Criterion release, and I think it's a digibook release of some kind. But still, I don't know exactly why it's so much more than the normal release. You do have a new audio commentary here. You got a new documentary on the film's performances, visual language, costume, and production design and score. You got a new conversation between Del Toro and actor and producer Bradley Cooper. That's pretty damn cool. And a new conversation between Del Toro and co-screenwriter Kim Morgan. So it looks like Del Toro is pretty hands-on for this one. Um, but it has a 4K digital master of Nightmare Alley, Vision in the Darkness and Light, a new black and white extended director's cut, supervised by director Guillermo del Toro with 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack. So there's a new cut here, his black and white cut, and it's an extended director's cut as well. And then you also got a 4K digital master of the theatrical cut with Dolby Atmos as well. So I'm trying to figure out, and yeah, both of the discs are Dolby Vision and HDR. So I'm sure that black and white's going to look really great in 4K, and this is why it's probably so much, because it's looking like it's going to be possibly, yeah, 4 disc set. So you're going to have the two 4Ks, and then you're going to have the two Blu-rays as well. So that's why this is a little bit more. But looks like a phenomenal release. So I'll for sure be getting this. And I need to get the original Nightmare Alley because I believe Criterion has that as well. All right. Next, we got Ken Russell's Altered States. And I've never seen this movie before. It came out in 1980. I have heard of the film, and I've heard some really good things about it. So I'll definitely be picking this one up as well. Looks like a really cool movie. It's coming out October the 21st. New audio commentary featuring film historian Sam Deacon. Archival interviews with director Ken Russell and actor William Hurt. New interview with special visual effects designer Brand Ferran. Trailer, English subtitles, essay by film critic Jessica Kyang. So yeah, good stuff here. New audio commentary, new interview. I mean, doesn't look like a ton, with special features, but Criterion just doesn't do a ton of special features anymore, guys. I mean, that Del Toro release is probably the most I've seen them do in a while. As far as like new features for a release. But yeah, this is one looks pretty damn cool, but it's one I'll wait for definitely the November sale to pick up. And then we got Eyes Without a Face as well, guys, on 4K. And I think didn't I'm trying to think if because I feel like I got this from Umbrella. I feel like I got Eyes Without a Face from Umbrella. Let me check this out, or this is gonna bug me. Well, I can't find it. Oh, yeah. So I've got Eyes Without a Face on 4K. But if you don't want to get that big ass chunky edition of Eyes Without a Face from Umbrella, you got a nice option here from Criterion. It looks like you got a Blood of the Beast, a 1949 documentary about the slaughterhouses of Paris. Archival interviews with Fran Jew on the horror genre, cinema, and the making of Blood of the Beast. Interview with actor Edith Scobb. Excerpts from um, the alternate French title of the film, a 1985 documentary about the screenwriters. So, is there anything new here? Jeez. Um, but yeah, I won't get this just because I already got it. But you know, a good option for a classic, you know, horror movie on 4K. And then lastly, for all you David Lynch fans, we got Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me coming to 4K. This is already a previous Blu-ray, so I imagine this is going to have all the same special features. But there is an interview with David Lynch, with actors Cheryl Lee, Ray Wise, and Grace Zabrinski. And then it also has a 90 minutes of deleted or and alternate takes from the film. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is a 4K digital restoration with 7.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack, both supervised by director David Lynch. And this one comes out October the 7th. So yeah, I mean they hit us with some bangers for October for real. Like this is probably the best month I've seen Criterion do all year. I can't think of another one where they knocked it out of the park quite like this. And then they're doing the Shrouds on Blu-ray, which is the new David Cronenberg film, and they're also introducing a new line with this called Criterion Premieres. And this is a selection of new theatrical films presented on Blu-ray and DVD released in association with the Criterion channel. So this is basically them putting out new films on Blu-ray through this line called Criterion Premieres. So, I mean, that's cool, I guess. It's going to have a new feature, Meet the Filmmakers, David Cronenberg, a Criterion Channel original interview. So, yeah, and this is the first of this line. And I mean, the only other line I know of that Criterion does is the Janus Contemporaries. So this will be another one, I guess, for them to get into. But let me know what you think about the Criterion announcements, guys. That's pretty much it. Let's jump into Lionsgate Limited. Let me go grab my second site releases real quick. So, both of these movies they announced are awesome, but the problem is you know, I got both of them. I got High Tension, I got It Follows, both incredible editions, and I got them. Now, because of my partnership with Lionsgate Limited, I will be getting both of those steelbooks. So I will for sure be doing comparisons, but I'll go ahead and we're going to do a comparison right here just to make sure the features and stuff line up. Um, but the first one is High Tension. This new steelbook. Where did it go? What happened? There we go. Put myself down at the bottom. All right. Look at that, guys. Look at the artwork on this. Amazing. Mexi Funk did this, did a great job. Great stuff. Yeah, High Tension's great. I love it. And I imagine the 4K is going to be the same as the second site. And it actually says that here. The high tension UHD is presented in HDR10, created by Second Sight Films and approved by director Alexandra Aja. Blood-soaked new steelbook art by Mexifunk captures the film's brutal violence and edge of your seat horror. Let's see. What's included here? You have audio commentary with film lecturer Dr. Lindsay Halem, an experiments and suspense interview with director Alexander Aja, the Man in the Shadows interview with writer Gregory. Hold on now. So let me look at this Second Sight release and make sure that there really is nothing new. I might not be able to look at this because Second Sight is funny, and I don't have the card that has all the details on the back, unless it's in the booklet. Yeah, I would have to get on the Second Sight website or something because it's not showing me all the features on these box sets. But they do promote them as Lionsgate's, limited extras. Let me bring up we still got 210 people in here, guys. You hadn't hit the like button, hit the like button. Let me just bring up the Second Sight website. And High Tension came out, I want to say High Tension came out at the beginning of 2024. Because I remember it got delayed. All right. Second Sight Films. How the mighty have fallen. Second Sight has barely done anything I'm interested in a long time. All right. High Tension. All right, so they had the new audio commentary. They have the interview with Alexander Aja. They have Man in the Shadows. Yeah, this looks like it's all the same stuff. All the same stuff. I don't think there's anything different. So they're promoting it as Lionsgate Limited Extras, but they're the same extras that were on the Second Sight release. And for Legacy special features, you have another audio commentary with the director and the writer. Then you have scene-specific audio commentary with Alexander Aja and actors Cecil D. France. The Making High Tension, Building Tension featurette, and The Truth, the Madness, and the Magic. So, but I think one thing is different here because the Second Sight edition only had subtitles. And I believe that the Lionsgate edition, if I look at the specs, is going to have French 7.1 audio, and it's going to have English 5.1. So if you want to listen to High Tension dubbed, you can do it with this release. And that's the one big difference between the two. So I guess that's cool. I mean, I prefer to watch it subtitled. I watch subtitles with most of my movies anyway, even English ones. But I do know people that, really don't love subtitles and they would rather have it dubbed. So that you have that option to do so with this release. So very cool. I love High Tension. So another release for that is cool by me. And then we got It Follows. And these are both steelbooks, by the way, guys. They kind of tricked me with Frailty, but these are actually both steelbooks. But we have a 4K steelbook of It Follows, and both of these are $34.99, and they both come out August the 12th. And it's also promoting new features on this one, but I've already looked at this one, and this one is all the same features as the Now what's strange about this is you can only see was it that way with High Tension too? No, this one has 2 discs. Are they trying to say that It Follows is only gonna have the 4K? Yeah, it looks like It Follows will only be the 4K. But I love that image on the inside. That's such a great kinda classic image for that film. I've talked about It Follows. I reviewed It Follows when the Second Sight edition came out. It's one of my favorite horror movies ever. Um, I think it might be top 5 of the 2010s as far as horror movies, and, I think it's a movie that ages better, like, every year. So I think this movie is only going to continue to grow as far as, like, its legacy, and, I do think it's pretty much a masterpiece, of modern horror. So, yeah, I'm glad to get another steelbook of it or another release of it because I just love the film. I mean, you got Maca Monroe on the cover, the iconic shot from the beginning of the film on the interior. You got some great looking disc art. I love the back of her looking in the pool right there. That's a great shot too. Then you got a face in the pool. So I think the artwork's great. Um, let's see. So this says new features includes new bonus material available for the first time in this country. Okay, so they're pretty much saying it's been available with Second Sight, but now it's going to be available in the US. Um, Dolby Vision, HDR. They're not saying that this is the Second Sight transfer like the past one did, or maybe I missed it. Available for the first time on 4K in the US. Steelbook art by Phantom City Creative. New 4K master produced by Second Sight Films. Okay. It's always weird how they do these announcements because they'll put a bunch of information at the top and then they'll do more information when you scroll down and then there'll be more information. It's like all kinds it feels like they repeat stuff. Um so yeah, this is the 10th anniversary. I guess I thought this movie came out in 2014, but I guess it was 2015 maybe. I don't know. Um and yeah, you got all the Lionsgate's limited edition 4K extras, audio commentaries, but again, all these interviews and stuff were on the Second Sight edition. But they're great features, like, all the features were great. All the interviews were great with the cast and crew as well. I don't think yeah, Macca didn't come back to talk about the film, but all the other kids came back to talk about it. And then you got legacy, features as well. So, yeah, great looking steelbook. Like I said, I'll definitely get this and review it along with the Second Sight release. If there are any differences, I'll point them out when I get it. But yeah, what do you guys think of It Follows? What do you guys think of the Steelbook? I get it. They're 4K re-releases, but they were put out on 4K in the UK. This is the first time they're being put out on 4K in the States. So if you didn't want to import those Second Sight editions, now you got an option in the States. So it's always good. Like this to me is not the same. Like, because I just made a video yesterday talking about 4K re-releases. This is not the same to me because like the 4K was in another country and we have the ability to import so we can get it. But like now we got the 4K in the States. This is a US release of It Follows. And this release is a UK release. Still the best release that It Follows will ever get. But, the steelbook looks nice too. It does. All right. So that's it. That's it. Let me get back into the chat. There is a super chat here from Antonis. Thank you so much, Antonis. 4.99 super chat. When will 2025 horror movies get announced for physical media? I mean, we've already got a few. Final Destination Bloodlines, Sinners. Bloodlines comes out in a couple weeks, I think. And I mean, this one I just showed off earlier, Hell of a Summer, it got a physical release. So it just depends on the movie. Like, what are you talking about? What came out that didn't get one that's on your mind? But most of the time, movie comes out in the theater, then you'll get it on physical like maybe 2.5, 3 months later, in most cases. Let's see. It probably did, but I think the budget was probably a lot higher on Ballerina than it was the original John Wick. But I mean, that would make sense because you're establishing the franchise. Nobody knows who John Wick is with the first one. But the second John Wick made like what? Like 35 to 40 million opening weekend. I think the third made 70 million opening weekend. And the fourth, I think, was in the 90s. I want to say John Wick Chapter 4 made like 90 million opening weekend. So to go backwards, like that's not good. Let's see. What did John Wick Chapter 4 make? John Wick Chapter 4. John Wick Chapter 4 made almost $500 million on a $100 million budget. And that's the high point. Okay, it made 73.5 million opening weekend. What was 3? And 3 was 57. So yeah, I mean they went up and up and up. And then you got Ballerina, which made 25 million opening weekend. So it makes sense it would make more than John Wick. Nobody knew who John Wick was when it first came out. It was a very low budget movie, but like it still earned less than 2, 3, and 4. So that's not good. Let's see. I appreciate that, William. Yeah, I'm not commenting on the quality of the film. Could be a great movie. I still haven't watched 4 yet. Yeah. Uh, let's see. We do need Turner and Hooch on 4K. I second that. I second that. They've done good stuff. I think The Crazies is a good release from them. That was a really good one. I mean, they've done a lot of, stuff that Second Sight did, so I can see if you got some of that stuff, you're not super excited. Or if you're not a horror fan, I don't think you're a big horror fan, Michelle. Um, so and they've definitely done a lot of that. Yeah, big month. Put your pinkies all the way up for October. Woo wee. Planet Mondo, biggest video about 40K. Now I get 100 views because I stopped uploading for 3 years. So you're 100% correct. Yeah, I've never stopped to see like what would happen. So I've never tested that theory. One day I'll have to stop because I'll just go crazy and you'll just see me disappear. Um, but hopefully I'm still like a good 2, 3 years off away from that. But I will have a triumphant return, and hopefully you guys remember me when I come back. Let's see. What's like deep red but darker? History of violence. I didn't get the Bava box set. No, I didn't get the Bava box set. I kind of wanted it, but it was like what, $200 or something? I got a bunch of Italian horror films in my collection now I still need to watch. Okay, it's like Mexico's Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, we need Fast Times on 4K, even though the Criterion Blu-ray is really nice. It's a really nice release. Oh, I'm excited for Baskin, and then after that, they announced nothing that I care about. Baskin's a cool movie, though. Well, they announced something today that looked kind of interesting. What was it, like the remake of of something. Um, yeah, I'm excited for the sale. There's some stuff that came out last year that I'll want to get for significantly cheaper. So, like, I might get Rats or Hell of the Living Dead or something like that if it's going to be like 25 bucks. Everything I covered except for the shrouds was 4K. Weekend at Bernie's would be cool. Yeah, the art's very Criterion. I'll just say that. It's very Criterion. Yeah, it did. It did, but this looks like a much better release. Much better release. That is a glass half full way of looking at it. Sweet. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one. I'm excited. Yeah, I mean they're not great when it comes to special features. I don't know how they get away with it either. Because Criterion fans, they don't care if it has anything new or not. They eat it up. They love it. Um, I can't do that. Like I always have to be a little bit critical of that. And I get it with Criterion, like it's more about, the curation, the discovery of films that you've never seen, the quality of the disc and how it looks and all that. But like at the same time, it's like this is supposed to be like a premium boutique edition, and you guys are supposed to be one of the best at it, and you're not adding anything new. What's up with that? What's up with that? I did like the Sorcerer release. The Sorcerer release they deserve some credit for. Putting the freaking documentary on there was cool, but that wasn't new, but it was cool they put it on there. And the conversation with Refn was cool. And they had a new conversation with the critic and and another filmmaker that was new. So they did some good interviews on that. And they've done good stuff in the past, like the Scarface. I talked about all this in my recommendations, but the Scarface release has one of the best features I've ever seen. So they've done good stuff. It's just other times they just like, fuck it, I'm not doing anything. And nobody's gonna care because we're Criterion and we can do what we want. Um, but yeah. Oh, sweet. You saw Alligator? Nice. 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 All right, guys. Look, I'm gonna wrap it up. I know I'm behind. Um, I put it on the most conservative setting, Aaron. So I'm sorry if you're getting bombarded, but I try to, I try to, you know, um, not bombard you guys. There's three settings. I could put it on the lowest, medium, or the highest frequency of ads, and I put it on the lowest every time. So I'm sorry. Let's see. Another yawn month. Yeah, I'm gonna go through this chat, guys. If you got anything of importance to say, speak now or forever hold your peace. I'd say it's definitely worth a watch, Chase, but the ending is very divisive. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, and I don't know how you're gonna fall on that. I feel like you might hate it, but like the hour leading up to it is really gruesome and badass, like horror, you know, gore and violence. So I think you'll enjoy it on that level until you get to a certain thing that happens, and then you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. I don't know where you fall on it. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, the Frailty one doesn't have a steel book inside, but yeah, that's more like the John Wick one they did last year. That was a box with a steel book inside. I like the Frailty one. I like the style of that. It's got a nice like digibook in it. It's more like the second sight releases. Um, so yeah, I They did such a great job on that. I'll be talking about it tomorrow. That's an awful cover. I like it. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they got to, you know. Disney won't let them have anything. Disney's got all the good stuff that nobody's seen on 4K yet. Well, you know, here's my thing. I've talked about this before, but like if I'm watching a foreign film, especially if it's Asian cinema, we've been watching a lot of Asian films lately. Like I prefer subtitles because it just sounds so goofy and unnatural when it's dubbed. And I like to like get the actual performance of the actors. So I can't do dubbed when it comes to Asian stuff. Italian stuff I don't mind dubbed because they speak in 2 different languages anyway. You got English actors, Italian actors, so you're gonna listen to dub regardless, so I might as well listen to it in English. But other films, I gotta have the subtitles, and I don't mind subtitles because, like, I don't know if I'm losing my hearing or what's going on, but, like, I watch movies with subtitles anyway, and I've just kinda got used to watching and reading at the same time. Um, I mean, I got some titles that Second Sight should be doing, or I know of some titles, but yeah, this year, yeah, they need to be doing Hereditary for sure. We need, like, I would love a Neon Demon or something from them. That would be cool. There's all kinds of stuff they could do, you know, but I'm sure they're doing their best. I'm sure they're doing their best to get what they can. Yeah, I thought Jacob's Ladder was going to be this month, but I guess not. I guess not. Yeah, we'll probably get those next year, I'd say. Yeah, I mean the Lionsgate, it's gonna be the same transfer. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't announced that for their they did do a release of it. I think it was just a regular Blu-ray though, which is kind of strange. They didn't put that on their site. That's kind of weird. Yeah, there's just a regular Blu-ray up on Blu-ray.com from VVS Films. So I don't know what's going on with Opus. Let's see. Let's see. I didn't watch it. No, no, I didn't. I mean, I'm gonna watch that show anyway. I don't need to watch a trailer for it. You talking about the what was that? What was that? Was it called the Jamie Blanks movie? Storm Warning. Is that the one? Storm Warning. Um, he longs for the days of the mid-levolution streams. Those were fun. Those were fun. Unfortunately, to these days, I barely have enough time to drag my ass down here and do one stream by myself. But maybe one day we'll get back. We'll get back to the basics of streaming. Yeah, I'm excited for Silverado. I'm excited for Silverado. All right, guys. Look, we had a good show. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, Mel hated the ending to High Tension. Um, yeah, I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. It is 11:30. I got to go to bed. I'm sorry. That's just is what it is. We've been live for almost 2 hours. 2 hours. I showed off my prime sale pickups. We covered some news. I feel like I delivered on the premise of this stream tonight. So, I'm done. Yeah, Silverado, I'm freaking on board. All on board for Silverado on 4K for sure. Baywatch has a 4K. Baywatch has a 4K. You talking about the one with The Rock and Zac Efron, Alexandra Daddario? That has a 4K. All right, guys. Michelle got her money's worth. That's all I need. As long as she got her money's worth, that's all we need. Thank you guys for joining. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be putting out a video tomorrow, Frailty 4K review. I got like 8 other videos coming after that, all recorded. I'm way ahead of schedule. I'm trying, guys. We're working hard over here to get stuff out there. But for sure, when I watch it, I'm going to try to start watching it tomorrow. Ace Ventura Pet Detective 4K review. I'm going to try to get it up this weekend. And Steelbook review. But thank you all so much for watching this live stream, and I'll see you next time.